Crawford.
Jumps and runs at it. All he's doing is embarrassing, trying to show us up. It's easy. It doesn't have anything to do with Rasheed. It would be Joe Klein. It's what Joe Klein did.
No, all I'm saying is that a call that's a tough call for somebody to take. I mean, the response. I mean, it's just a natural response of who, me.
No, it's not a natural response. It's a what did I do? You're picking on me. It doesn't have anything to do with that, Mike.
Good stuff. Part of the ongoing struggle for Rasheed Wallace to harness his emotions, channel them in a productive way, and get the most out of what is really remarkable talent.
Well, he has been tremendous in this series. Other than the first game where he did get tossed early, he's thrown up big numbers. Had 34 points in Game 4. The win, he had 29 here when they went in the Staples Center. And they can't win without him having a big game. He's got to play big minutes, and he's got to score big points. Scotty's missed 3 free throws here now in the game. Those are big. Instead of a 4-point lead, it could be 7.
He hasn't missed from the floor. 5 for 5. 2 for 5 from the line. Derek Fisher just in. Bounces to Robert Horry. His first shot won't go. Line drive rebound taken by Wallace. Here comes Pippen with plenty of energy into the front court. Greg Anthony, his first shot is a 3. Long rebound to Harper.
Now, the bench doing well doesn't necessarily mean they have to come in and score points. What they have to do is defend and then let other things come to themselves. So bench scoring is not necessarily the big key.
O'Neal working on Sabonis. Doesn't get the roll, but Horry grabs the rebound. Back into lead. And in emphatic fashion, O'Neal slams it down.
How athletic is that? I mean, this man, we talk about his power, but his grace, his explosiveness, his ability to catch and finish those plays, that should be illegal.
If he was 6'1" and 190 instead of 7'1" and 325, I think he could still play and play well in the league. Here's Wallace, and he's fouled at the other end.
You see, it's such a tough cover on Shaquille O'Neal because you got to try to take his position away, and when he feels you, he rolls off of you. I played against a guy, all the great Knicks fans will remember Earl Monroe, who used to do that all the time. Now, not dunk, but he would feel your body and spin off of you to get that little quick little jump shot. Great players feel you defensively and go to an open area.
How sweet was Earl the Pearl's game?
It wasn't sweet when I was growing up. That was a nightmare.
Different perspective.
Yes, I had a look that I did not want to have.
Rasheed Wallace is averaging 23 points a game in this series. This despite being thrown out midway through quarter number 3 of game 1. A minute and a half remaining in the first. Wallace trying to give Portland a 4-point lead.
The free throw attempts here are big tonight. When Portland won the game in here, they were 35 for 45, shot 25 free throws in the first half here. They've shot 11 already in this first period, only 1 for the Lakers. That was on the technical free throw.
O'Neal from Horry. Horry clears the boards. Shaq's got it back. The ball is knocked away, and there's no foul apparently. It's just Laker ball out of bounds. And incredulous O'Neal is helped to his feet.
He just cleans out space inside. That's actually a good play by Scotty. He got that ball on the way up, knocked it loose, and then you see the sense of urgency in the Blazers and Scottie Pippen knowing that every loose ball can be the difference between winning and losing tonight.
And now Jermaine O'Neal, a forgotten man in Game 4, comes in for Sabonis.
Now, I like this substitution because he's bigger than Brian Grant. At least he maybe can block a shot or play up against him. Brian Grant is just so overmatched. Maybe Brian Grant can come in as a power forward and be more effective.
There is Brian Grant, still awaiting his chance. O'Neal played about 3 seconds before picking up his first foul. Laker ball out of bounds. And again, they look for O'Neal. Fisher, Harper, left all alone. Shaq grabs the rebound. Again.
Soft hands, quick off his feet, got up the second time faster than anybody from the Blazers.
Smith. Out to Jermaine O'Neal. There's contact, and the block is on Harper. And that'll be 3 on Ron Harper.
When you block Shaq off the boards, you can't back into him. You have to turn and face guard him and try to push him out of there. Now watch, little piece there. Jermaine O'Neal gets a touch on it, but Shaq right back up again. But when you play against Shaq, Bob, you cannot conventionally block him out. You got to turn and face guard him and try to get him out of the lane. You're just not strong enough to be able to hold your position against him. He will walk you underneath the basket.
Let's check with Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Talking to Scottie Pippen about Jermaine O'Neal. Scottie says Jermaine O'Neal is one of the toughest players that they have on this entire team. He said during practice, nobody can handle him. He said that in order for them to try to beat the Lakers tonight, Jermaine O'Neal was going to have to put in big minutes. And he said what he can do is make Shaq work on the other end. And also, on the other end, he's got such good defensive ability. On that last shot, you saw that Jermaine O'Neal at least got a piece of that first shot that Shaq took. Bob?
And Ahmad, just to follow that up, he has speed and he can make Shaq run the floor too.
Fisher had it squirt out of his hands. Anthony grabs it. Scottie Pippen takes it home. And let's see if the basket's going to count.
They called the offensive foul on Scottie Pippen. The question was going to be, was the guy in the little dotted line area? Let's watch the feet. He beats Kobe. Ori is standing there outside the little dotted line area. That's a good play. You can see, though, Scottie is attacking the basketball every time he gets the basketball.
Shot clock and game clock close to identical. And a whistle from Ronnie Nunn. That foul is Greg Anthony's first. So Derek Fisher will shoot a couple. Fourth-year man from Arkansas, Little Rock connects. Tomorrow night on Dateline, they're the most exclusive and expensive cars on the market. But can they handle the crash test? Find out if you're paying for safety or just luxury. Dateline NBC, Wednesday night at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
We can already see some changes in what Mike Dunleavy's thoughts are. He comes in with Jermaine O'Neal. It's his first substitution. Jermaine O'Neal must sit down now with fouls. Detlef Schrempf now in the game. He did not play at all in Game 4. Now, this is a guy who's been to the finals when he's with Seattle, and he can give them something off the bench. We still have not seen Brian Grant in the game yet. We'll probably see him maybe to start the second quarter, especially now that Shaq sits down. Let's see if Brian Grant comes into the game. This is when he could be effective.
Fisher trying to draw the Lakers to within 2, and he does.
And you can see also the matchup. The moment Anthony came in the game, so did Fisher. So both coaches want them matched up against each other.
Anthony on the move. Already got a piece of it. And a foul on the play, which comes with 2.7 seconds to play in the first. It's Glenn Rice's second. Monty Wells getting set to check in. Greg Anthony, he and his wife Crystal recently welcomed their first child, a son they named Cole, after the jazz great John Coltrane. Kobe back in, saddled with a couple of fouls.
2.7 seconds to go. Obviously, they'd like to maybe throw down here long to Kobe so he could catch, maybe get a quick shot against Steve Smith.
Anthony missed. Ball poked free. Fisher heaves it at the buzzer. And meanwhile, over on the Portland bench, they're looking at Scottie Pippen, who had a big first quarter. But they've got an ice bag on the inside of his left leg.
That's when he fell. I think he fell on his hand, Bob. They're looking at his hand right now. That's when they took the charge. Free throws, attempts were great for Blazers. 15